Today it's Russian Christmas, and a Merry Christmas to you. But let us investigate Christmas from the spiritual point of view. Christmas is a day when Christ came. He was born. And He did a very great job of bringing love and service, the message of brotherhood to the whole world. And therefore the people worship Him, sing His carols and various bhajans, as we call, sing also in a unique manner, do their prayers in a very organized fashion. The whole tradition has been coming down to us from ages. So all that is the message of dharma, the message of good living, positive living. But Christ is dependent on somebody. He is dependent on the Father in heaven. He is the Son of God. And from our this 30th shloka point of view, which we are studying right now, we say that He is Son of God. He is dependent on God. And when He is dependent on something, then for a student of Vedanta, I will see Him, I will respect Him, I will sing His praises, I will observe His good activity. But I am interested in Father in heaven rather than this. Because He is dependent on somebody. I want to go to the real source. My objective is to investigate the real source rather than the effect. Son is very good. He has done a great job for the world. Great. I'm very happy. May there be many more Christs. May everybody be full of the great message of love and brotherhood which He has for the whole world. But the very fact that He is dependent on the Father in heaven, then I'll be more interested in Father in heaven rather than the Son who is coming here as a great missionary to do the great, to spread the message of God. Who is the Father in heaven? That Father in heaven, does He have any other father also? Is there a grandfather, the father of that father also? If there is a grandfather, I'll be interested in grandfather. But if the Father in heaven does not have any further father, then He is the Absolute. He is not somebody who is created. He was there always. And He had a very nice son, a good son, and He called His son, okay son, please come here. The world is getting confused. The world is because of ignorance and all the maya. They are getting deluded. They are fighting amongst each other. There is no love. There is no brotherhood. They don't love their neighbor also properly. You go in the world and give out this message to the whole world that live with brotherhood, love, service, take care of each other. So this is just the basic message of dharma, which is always very important. Until the time people, they do not live with love and dharma, there is no possibility of going to the Father in heaven. And ultimately, the objective of all religion is to help their followers, believers, realize the ultimate truth. But very rarely people will realize that the objective of religion is spirituality. Every religion is helping people to be really spiritual people. Religion is the common man's day-to-day life, good values, dharma. But the objective of dharma is moksha, awakening to the truth. And very less people, very few people can connect the dharma with moksha, religion with spirituality. So the day, all the religious people, they follow their dharma nicely. It does not matter whether you see the Son of God in this form or that form, or in the form of Shiva or the Rama or Krishna. That does not matter, because really speaking, he does not have any form. It's the truth of life. Beautiful, dharma. And therefore in India we have so many gods. We are very liberal. Okay, you like Krishna? Okay, Krishna. Many crores, 33 crores of them. So it reveals the philosophy of life, that we are not really bothered about which form you like and associate with dharma. The real objective is not the form, it is the dharma. So somebody came to me, oh, see, I'm very happy about Hinduism, I want to get converted to Hinduism. I said, don't worry about getting converted. Just changing the name or changing a religion will not make any difference. What you really need to appreciate is that you need to see the main objective of all these religious practices and different religions. We have not created, it has come down to us. The whole history has come down to us. I am not the creator of all that. I just have to see the basic objective. Let there be any doctor, but the objective is your health, your good health, that is the objective. Any doctor, any medicine. So also different religion, the objective is dharma. Good living, selfless, loving, caring, compassionate, magnanimous. And once you become like that, free from all the evil and attachment, tapobhe kshina papanam, shanta, that is what dharma does. It helps you become tapobhe kshina papana, shantana, vitaragina. And thereafter what you need to do? Discover the ultimate absolute truth. That which is not dependent on anyone. That which is the Father in heaven. In fact, the day when all the religious people, especially Christians, when I am giving this example, whether they are the Catholics, Protestants, or the Russian Orthodox Christianity, whatever they may be, the day they become really interested in Father in heaven, we'll be very happy. These are the real smart, mature people. Others, they are like small children. They want some festival, they want some songs and food and eat and nice Christmas tree decorated with lights and all the bells and all the stars and all the things. And evening having a gay time and dance and music and the whole fun going on. The whole place is full of snow and ice and everybody nicely dressed and coming out and enjoying. Most of the people, they are interested in all that. That's a nice festival time. meeting and socializing, and the holiday is also there, no work, and everywhere having nice time. That's all right. But number one, enjoying all that, you need to turn towards dharma first. Be a good man. And thereafter, having become a good person, you ultimately have to be at least some people. Their own scriptures, they are talking about Father in heaven, and look here, nobody is interested in Father in heaven. Everybody is enjoying only food or music, or maximum some people, they are interested in the sun. Who is interested in Father in heaven? And the whole scripture is telling you that He alone is the absolute source, He is the creator of everyone, and He has not been created by anybody else. Father in heaven is like the Brahman of Upanishads. But nobody is interested in Father in heaven. Only few, I know, but look at the whole world, See the whole society and the country. Very few. They are only interested in some holiday, some good food and music and dance and dresses and all the fun and the frolic of the whole occasion. Some people, they are more also interested in some dharma, in the message of Christ, but only rare people. Even I have seen the priests who are working there in the churches, and the various Maulvis of the mosques also. We met them, we discussed them. Very few are interested in Father in heaven or whatever the word they use for their Khuda. Even in Hinduism, there's so much fight about Shiva and Vishnu and Devi and all this God and that God. There are sects, Vaishnava sects and the Shaiva sects and all that. Very few are interested in Brahma Gyan. When it is festival, they'll come with their whole drums and tabla and dholak and all the instruments, sing songs, enjoy, and have nice prasad after that, and go home. Very few interested in Brahma Gyan, the knowledge of self. Just like anybody else in the other parts of the world, they are not interested in Father in heaven. It's just a word somewhere hidden in the whole Bible. So, that which is the absolute, that which is not dependent on anything. Other things, they are relative, they are dependent, they are created. And this is not created by anyone. So, whatever is dependent, relative, created, see its beauty. Do pranam and turn towards that which is the real. And it does not have any name. We may initially give some name, but realize the fallacy of using any name. Every name, it limits. So be very careful. Use the name just like examples we are using over here. We use the word light, but then qualified the word light by telling that it is not really like a night. It's something unique, it's different. In the same way, you may call it Father in heaven. When you say Father, then there has to be a mother. And then, there has to be some action to create also. And he'll be dependent on something. So he cannot be like an ordinary father. It's a unique father. It's a different father. We are using a word, but he's beyond all words. He's out of the world. He's the absolute truth. So the day when you really realize the Father in heaven, come to appreciate the Father in heaven, that day alone, the Christians will have fulfilled their Christianity and truly celebrated the Christmas. But I don't think that the majority of the people, they are really making the best of the festival of Christmas also. They are too superficial. They only, looking majority, not everyone. Obviously there are people like you also. But others, we know, they're like children, They need some music, their festival, and dance, and gay, and food, and merry, and drinks, and all that. Maza aa gaya, enjoying. And, facilitating others, and telling, okay, Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, and, telling everybody, and wishing, having some good time. It's all good, it's no problem. May there be more festivals, continuous festivals, so that people can be happy. We want everybody should be happy. But happiness cannot be there if you keep on depending on relative things, untruths, mithya, which are further dependent on something else. You have not yet appreciated the real cause, the real source. So the day when people really wake up to the real truth, that will be true celebration. That will be the real freedom. That will be the objective of all the religious scriptures and tradition also. So here in this shloka, Shankaracharya is saying, Nishiddha nikhilopadhin, neti neti iti vakya. This is not it, this is not it, this is not absolute, this is not absolute. This is also relative, this is also relative. This is also having some other father, this is also having some other source, this is dependent on some other cause. Keep on going deep and deep, till you discover that which does not have any creator, which is absolute. And that is this consciousness which is revealing in you all the time. Consciousness alone does not have any further creator. It is not dependent on anything whatsoever. On the other hand, everything depends on this. Every source of light, it gets light from consciousness. My mind gets the power to know because it is blessed with consciousness. My sense organs, they become source of light for all the world to be known because they are blessed with consciousness. But consciousness is not dependent on anything. So that is alone the Father in heaven. This pure consciousness, that is the truth of the world. And that is your truth also. You are that. Come to think of it, you are the Father in heaven. Not the individual. Not this, the Swami or the Ram or Vladimir. Not this. But the pure consciousness. The truth of everyone. He is so near, yet he is so far. Because of ignorance he becomes so far. The moment you realize yourself, it is so near, you are that. This is the truth of everyone.